Every signing is different. Every player is unique. And with Yeferson, it's different from we're in a pandemic. It's much more complicated to put in all the work that is required to sign a designated player.
Anxious.
In terms of research, scouting, ideally you'd like to go fly and meet the player in person and the family in person, and during a pandemic you just can't do that.
Just get to move. Something's got to move, either the documents or me.
We really had to rely on all of our contacts and resources in a way that was probably more deep than we've ever had. It's emotional too. Anytime a transaction of this size is emotional for everyone, player involved as well. In that sense, yeah, it wasn't easy, but we were able to kind of create clarity and get the deal done.
So what do you think? Do you think if I call Christina, it's going to be overkill?
I think Christina's going to say, Ollie.
I know.
I told you I'm working on it. I
know.
dropped everything.
I know.
I think you give her a break. Give her a break.
Yeferson's contractual situation was fairly complicated. He was playing for a big club, Santos, but there was a Chilean club that also had a role within the transaction, Huachipato. There's a transfer ban on Santos because of the previous transfer with Huachipato. Agent picks up the phone and says, hey, one agent's going to fly to Brazil, the other agent's going to fly to Orlando. That happened within a 6-hour period. We're meeting with them the next day. And so, we really had to deal with the lawyers from Santos, Huachipato, the players' representatives, Major League Soccer, and then what we could do on our side. So it was fairly complicated in that.
What do we have to wait?
I'm waiting on trying to get we need MLS to send the transfer agreement to Pedro.
Right. What time is it now? It's 5:30. I say you give her a half hour. Because you spoke to her, it was about 4:20. So that's a good hour and 10 minutes that you've given her.
Introducing 2 high-priced transfers in with Altador.
This is a great attacking signing by Toronto.
These decisions are really difficult. At the core, it really comes from an understanding of who you are as a club and a team and what your strengths and weaknesses are. It's having an idea of what makes sense for our team and also what makes sense for Toronto. We're fairly clear on first knowing that we wanted to go out and get an attacking player that could create goals for himself and also create goals for others. So you have some data points of where you need to be looking. We've got a good scouting network as well in terms of the types of players. And these types of players, we've been watching them for, in some cases, years, some cases, months. These decisions don't happen overnight. It's really a byproduct of a process. Understanding who we are, what we need, and then also having belief in our decision-making ability and confidence in what we're doing. It takes a village. It's not one person saying, this is the guy. Our scouting department, of course, they put together packets of information on the field, off the field, video. So it's a collective decision. It's really trying to use as many people and resources as possible so that we can get as much good information and diverse opinions. And then things begin to narrow and things begin to come clear. And with Yeferson, we talked to a number of different people. We involved multiple people in the process, looking at video, talking about different ideas, thinking through different scenarios. And it became clear that he was the guy.
Soteldo!
When you decide this is our number one target, sometimes it takes a long time. This situation, a little bit different. We spent most of the legwork was up front in terms of the scouting, research, conversations, And then once we zero it in, it happened very quickly.
He's jogging around?
Anxious, you know.
He's pacing around.
I need to move. Something's got to move, either the documents or me. Yeferson and Pedro can sign this.
It's only wait for what you buy.
Okay. So we really just need the transfer
We
agreement
need
sent
from-
over
yeah.
to Pedro, and then they'll have all the documents. They can sign them all with Gabrielle.
How close is Pedro, so the president of Santos, is he close to Pedro? Are they like,
Yes.
okay, good. So,
Yes, the
so
new,
he
the
can
new
sign.
board is different, totally different. Yes.
good. She gets him the agreement, they sign it, right?
I think we're really just kind of coordinating logistics at that point, like
Yeah,
when he actually can get here.
right.
You know, at that point, if Christina can send over this transfer agreement, then Gabrielle will meet with Pedro. They'll have all the documents.
Yep.
They'll sign them all, and they can probably send them all back.
Yeah, and then he could fly.
Hey, what's up? Hey, how we? Listen, I appreciate all the work you guys are doing. It's a big deal too, and it's a complicated one. How's the document look?
It should be done. I just sat down. I just was on the phone with Christina like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, we're good. We're good though. We're good though. Like I signed off on it.
Okay, thank you. And
I'm
so,
sure what Christina's probably doing is just like a last sanity check read on it.
Yeah.
And then send it to you.
Demetrios,
Bill
thank
says
you.
hello. He's here. You're on speaker. Yeah.
And
Yeah, we've been at it since 10 a.m.
and it's the life we chose.
It is the life we chose, my friend.
So thank you for working on this, and we will we'll be back in touch with you because there's a lot more documents that we need to get complete, personal terms and stuff like that with Jeremy, but we can get those done through the weekend.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
All right, bye.
Good luck.
It was an all-day affair. I'd say I think the meeting started at 10, and I remember going to bed at 2:30 in the morning. It wasn't easy. There was confusion, but we were able to kind of create clarity and get the deal done.
Help is on the way with the reports that the Venezuelan Yeferson Soteldo has been sold to TFC.
He's dynamic. He's 5'2". He comes to Toronto FC from Santos. He fills that role that was vacated by Paolo Piatti in the offseason and gives Toronto FC another difference maker in attack.
I'm excited for our fans. I'm excited for the team. I'm excited for the staff. I think he's an exciting player, can be an exciting player within this league. Yeah, a lot of excitement.
Can you introduce him to the club's capital?
¿Cómo estás? Hola, ¿todo bien? ¿Todo bien? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Placer. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Cómo fue todo el viaje? Bien. Bien. Hola, ¿todo bien? Chicos.
Yeferson Soteldo, who's a star for the Venezuelan national team. He's a stud for Santos. He plays off the left wing. He can goal score from that position. He can create from that position. He's the player that TFC's been looking for 6 years. He's only 23 years old, so he would be young enough to cover the minutes they need, cover the ground. This is huge for Toronto.
He's got experience at just 23. He's played 230 games or so. He's a 1 in 5 goal scorer, but he can change a game in a second.
These transactions, these deals are not easy, so we feel really good about the fact that we're able to close this deal and to bring him here.
We have to figure out what number. Jefferson. Number 6 open. Number 15. And number 30. It's
Who will
all-
choose 30?
Yeah.
They'll choose 30? So it'll be 30.
Use that number.
Because Pozuelo's number 10, Io's number 20.
Yes, for that number.
Io's number 20, so he'll take 30.
30 was the number when he made his debut
Oh, yeah?
in professional.
Okay. So that has a little meaning then.
Yo. Hey, babe. How are you?
We're pleased today to welcome and to introduce our new designated player, Yeferson Soteldo. He is a player that while young is very experienced, and we think is going to add a new dynamic to our team and live up to the term designated player.
He's the dynamic attacking player that can help us. He's very dimensional, two-footed. He'll be able to get the ball on the run, but then also be able to kind of create goals from the inside and outside and combine with his teammates. We were looking to really add a whole lot more dimension to what we're doing in the attacking third. And also we wanted players that when they don't have the ball, they're attacking their opponent in the same way when they have the ball. And we think he'll fit well into Chris's system, into our team, and to the culture and family of our organization. So he's powerful, he's explosive. You'll be able to see that from day one. And help us kind of create more attacking chances that gives us an opportunity to win games.
Y la decisión de venir a Toronto y a la MLS se me hizo muy fácil porque viendo toda la historia, lo que pasó este club, cuando yo lo veía cuando fueron campeones, con Jovinko, con Alti, con Alti, todos los jugadores. Y fue para mí muy fácil. Y a la MLS, por ahí siempre le había dicho a mi padre, que es mi representante, que quería venir a cualquier momento acá porque esta liga está creciendo cada día más. Y nada, quiero ser parte del crecimiento cuando ya sea una de las top del mundo.
When you add a big player like this, I think it's really important to recognize, our board, our ownership, Bill and Ali. This is another statement by our club, the commitment to winning and doing it in a way we're adding big players, but a player like Yeferson that is going to put you on the edge of your seat.
Pues para mí, primero es un privilegio, de verdad, estoy muy contento por esa parte. No es una presión para mí, yo vengo a jugar, como le dije cuando hablé con Sebastián, que prácticamente es mi padre, quiero hacer historia en la MLS, quiero hacer historia en Toronto.
Here comes Toronto FC's newest designated player, the 23-year-old Venezuelan international, Yeferson Soteldo, making his debut.
You can see that he's an exciting player, he's an exciting attacker, he can make things happen, and this is important for us right now, that we need more up the pitch, that we, in terms of creating chances and then finishing off chances. We're very happy with him, even the short time we've had him, and obviously he's going to be dangerous.
We think he's going to be a great addition to the team, and we're really excited about having him.